Welcome to Explore TV. Thank you very much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
When you first met AJ, he was only 2 years old. What did you think of his abilities with a computer?
Well, first time when I met him, the little 2 years old really showed his passion and his enthusiasm for the computer. So that's amazing. We're talking about over 10 years ago. And it's not typical that you see that kind of energy from a 2 years old, especially toward the technology. It's not a toy, right?
Now, what are your thoughts in general about AJ's computer abilities, and where do you see AJ in 10 years?
Well, I came back last year to take the position as a managing director at Microsoft Thailand. And I got the opportunity to meet AJ again after I haven't seen him for over 8 years. I think one thing that AJ has, and I think which is not different from what I saw in him 2 years ago, was his passion for technology, and the way he thinks about how computer, how technology can change people's lives. It's amazing. So 10 years from now, I'm not going to be surprised if AJ can make a big name for himself, for his family, and for the country that he loves. And I'm sure he's going to be a very successful person.
Well, speaking of that, AJ has told me that he would like to be the next Bill Gates. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, if you think about a 2 years old kid show interest about computer, I would say for him to have, that kind of dream and follow his dream. He's doing what he loves the most and what he's doing best with support from his family and especially his parents. I'm sure, he can follow the lead of his heroes to become a very successful person or the next Bill Gates.
You and Microsoft have been very supportive of AJ, and he's even gotten to meet his hero, Mr. Bill Gates. How did Mr. Gates even find out about AJ?
Yeah, I would say that back in 1997 at the time, when I first met AJ and he started using computer, we gave him tools. We talked to his father and I gave him the first kind of a trackball mouse that RJ can use with his little hand. So start from that time, and when he became the youngest Microsoft Office user specialist at age of 5, you don't have to ask me how Bill Gates know about RJ, right? I mean, he made his own name well known. And at that time, I shared the story of his ability, his skill, and his passion toward technology to all of my colleagues I met. And again, they're impressed with his ability. And he created his own website when he was little 2 years old, and he even named it MicrosoftKid.com, and that means a lot for us that he really be the youngest one that passed the certification, which normally the adults or developers or the programmers pass the exam, but he's only 5 at the time.
Now you've had him here presenting to some of your team.
Yes.
What is it that you feel that represents to your team members? What do you think they see when they see somebody this young?
Well, first of all, they, even though my employees see a 10 years old using the computer, using his skill set, one thing that really showed to them was, if you have a dream, follow your dream. And number 2 is the support from the family. RJ's parents and the family, his grandparents, really show support. So, my employees also have kids. And that's very important to show them that, when your kids really show the aspiration or their dreams of becoming something or do something they love, support them. Because RJ and his family really show a great example of how, a little 2 years old really turned his dream into something that, he can share it with the rest of the world.
Do you have any additional comments or anything that you'd like to say about AJ?
Yeah, I think RJ is a great example, as I mentioned, to lots of young kids over there or parents out there, to see that, follow your dreams and really follow or do something that you really love, because it turned out that you can do best. And I think Microsoft really honored to have RJ and his family, to try and use our technology and follow his own dreams today. I think it becomes true that when we said, your potential is our passion, and this is true for RJ. I mean, we've seen his potential since he was a little 2 years old. And look at who he is today, and that really shows the success if someone follow their own dreams.
It's wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you.
So thanks for joining us here on Explore. You can find out more about AJ on our website, or you can see AJ's talent on MicrosoftKid.com. See you again soon.